So today this dish is comprised of quite a few different steps and stages, but bear with me, I'm going to kind of take you through them bit by bit. My sister absolutely loves peas and potatoes. It's like her favourite vegetable combination. And so I was thinking about it and I came up with these kind of like potato cakes but with peas in them, so we're going to call them Pea-tato cakes. And they're especially for her. So this is what I've done. I've just basically boiled some potatoes. Just one potato is all you're going to need if you're serving one person, and scale it up as you go. And some peas as well until they're really soft, and then mash them all together. So you get this kind of really nice green mixture of peas and potatoes. And this potatoes that I've used here are quite soapy, so they've got a lot of moisture in them, so that's why the mixture has ended up being quite wet. But if it's quite dry, just literally add a little bit of mayonnaise. I'm going to just tiniest little bit of mayonnaise, like literally half a teaspoon. I'm going to put it in there just to bind it all together and to keep it together when it fries, okay? So mix it all up really well and season it. Salt and pepper, I've already seasoned this one. Really nice pinch of salt, just brings out the sweetness of the peas and brings the flavours together really well. What you want to do with that is make it into a little kind of cake, like a fish cake, okay? And so you want to wind up with something like this. Then you're going to char grill it or fry it. So let's see if I can show you this. So that's what you want to end up with. So that's just like a little Pea-tato cake. And that's going to form the basis of this dish. So the rest of this dish is going to be, it's chicken again. Again, flatten out your chicken nice and thin so that you can kind of cook it 3 minutes per like each side. And we're going to cover that. So we're going to char grill the chicken. I've kind of done all this beforehand because it just creates so much smoke in the kitchen and it's just a bit difficult to do it and video it at the same time. So I'm just going to take you through it all step by step. Feta cheese, really nice kind of saltiness will go with all the sweetness of the other flavours that are going to go through this. So I've broken up some feta cheese, about 50 grams, you can see in here. And this is going to basically go on top of our chicken and form kind of like a cheesy crust on the chicken. So what we're going to do with this is get the pesto that we used at the start of the week and just about half a teaspoon of the mint and coriander pesto. And this will serve as a binding agent to bring all the cheese together. Okay? So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for it to come together. When you crumble up the feta cheese, you'll see it's all kind of in little bits and pieces. But when you add this to it, it will just bring it all together. Okay? So that's going to be the topping for your chicken. So first, what you do before, this is at the very end. So char grill your chicken first. This is a little small piece that I have. And we haven't marinated the chicken this time because there's quite a lot of other flavours going on. And actually, when you char grill chicken, char grill or the barbecue just gives a really amazing flavour, just that kind of almost burnt flavour, but it doesn't taste burnt. It's just something like a really, really nice flavour. And it kind of adds to the chicken. So I've left it without marinating it this time because there's so many other flavours. So basically what you're going to do is just get your feta cheese mixture, put it on top of the chicken like so, and just kind of squish it down onto the chicken, and that's going to go under the grill just before you're ready to serve this, and it will kind of melt into the chicken. Okay, and if you leave it under the grill for a good few minutes, it will heat the chicken through again. But try and do it kind of step by step if you can. I'll put up like a list, a method and everything to kind of take you through this. This is just literally showing you bits and bobs of how to do it. Okay, so that's your Pea-tato cakes, that's your chicken, and then they're going to be served with one another, and what we're going to do is serve them with a red onion marmalade. So red onion marmalade is amazingly easy to make, you wouldn't believe. All you've got to do is slice up, so here I've used half a red onion, and fry them off in some olive oil till they're kind of translucent, and then add it in about a tablespoon. Turn the heat up really high, add in a tablespoon of sugar, brown or white sugar, it doesn't really matter. And allow the sugar to caramelise, and then turn the heat back down again and put in about 100 millilitres of balsamic vinegar, and you'll see it will start to bubble straight away. And on top of that, put in a tablespoon of honey. So you've creating this really kind of nice base with the onions. And you'll need to stand over this for about 5 minutes and bubble it on a medium heat, and you'll see the bubbles kind of bubbling away. Try not to burn it, keep it stirred with just get a wooden spoon at it. And this is kind of what you're looking to achieve. This almost kind of marmalade-y texture. And you'll know it when you see it. The bubbles start to get kind of bigger as the liquid reduces. Okay, so that's what you're looking for your red onion marmalade. Really, really easy. And then, so what I've done is, my chicken has been underneath the grill. Okay, so that's that ready. And feta cheese doesn't really melt like cheddar cheese, so don't be waiting for it to kind of melt all the way. It just kind of softens. And you'll see here, it's kept its shape quite well, but if you kind of touch it, it's really, really soft to touch. And that's your chicken ready to go. So literally, that's what you're looking for this dish, okay? So let's just show you how it's going to look. So I've got a little plate. Get your potato cake, lay it on your plate, and then you're simply just going to lay your chicken on top. Okay? And on top of that, what you want to do is just serve a nice heaped tablespoon of red onion marmalade. And that's it. Really, there's loads of flavours going on in there, and there's lots of sweetness and saltiness between the chicken and the feta cheese, and then you've got your red onion marmalade. And they're quite unusual combinations, but again, it's just going through the fridge and seeing what you have and seeing what you can come up with, and that's literally all I've done for this dish. So yeah, it's really good and enjoyable, and something that's a little bit different. And things like these potato cakes, they'll go really well with fish or whatever, any kind of meat. Really nice kind of side to serve, really good for bringing on picnics and things like that. So yeah, something a bit different and a bit interesting, so enjoy.